Hey, what's happening, folks? I'm going live for the first time, just kind of impromptu. Some people may watch this, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. The reason why I'm going live is because, first off, I want to say, what's up, world? What's up, everybody? Everybody who understands foreign policy and domestic policy. It's very important to have a healthy knowledge of both because they're happening right now at the same time. Because you're going to Walmart, you're buying stuff that says made in China. So that's it. Politics. I live right here in Las Vegas, and there is the Neon Park, which is really cool, a bike path, even though it's right next to a sewer line, you know, but it's part of the Agenda 21 thing. They brought that in at the same time they brought in the stoplights that are flashing yellow because they want more people to walk and more people to ride bicycles, which is cool and everything. But if you think about their overall agenda, it's kind of sinister. I want to say Sarah Garvey. Peace to you, brother Sarah Garvey. At Speaker's Corner. Yes, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. But hey, what affects one affects all. I believe everything that Dr. Martin Luther King said or had to say, regardless of that what that man did in private or whatever. Yeah, it was one guy came in. Nobody wants to come to an empty party. But this is the first time me, live streaming. But at the same time, this is something I want to continue to keep doing. Yeah, and I smoke. American spirits, just what it is. But yeah, Speaker's Corner, Sarah Garvey. I watched your video that you're never going to go back to Speaker's Corner, and I feel that that's such a shame that such an environment was created. Oh yeah, so does believing in cancer. When Aristotle called it canker. So it's not really to fight with you, but it's to offer you a dialectic, a way for us to really have a conversation, so I can take what you told me and or suggested to me. Oh, walaikum assalam, brother. How you doing?
I heard y'all talking. I didn't want to stop and say hi.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube.
That's okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, shalom, bro. Yeah.
Hey, remember, just a moment.
Hey, amen, amen. Yes, sir. But yeah, Speaker's Corner. You got Sarah Garvey, my brother. I'm sorry I never met you. I see that you were dealing with the ISUPK. I checked out some of your videos, and I do. I have my complaints about ISPUK, General Yohana. I would like to debate you and Captain Cesariak at the same time because neither one of you guys feel it's important to master Greek or Hebrew, and the scripture says that that's important. That's what you're supposed to do, and you don't do it. So you guys are liable for telling lies and BSing. And please participate in any kind of chat environment that you can. I love the feedback. I know some of y'all may be, driving or whatnot. I want to keep it entertaining. I want to keep this live stream eventful. I want to talk back and forth with you. If you think that my comeback is to go against you personally, that's not what it is. It's something that I've discovered that's called a dialectic. The scripture says that you're supposed to debate about the scriptures, and a lot of people can't handle it because they don't have the information, they don't have the intelligence. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm here. I'm David the Magic Negro Show, telling you to live your life the way you want to live it. Don't let nobody tell you different. All right? And a lot of the things. Oh, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada. Yep. Yeah, I've been living here since 2005. When I came here the day that it snowed in January. Same day. Same day. Yeah. To escape the liberals in California. I used to be a Democrat. I want to let everybody know right now, I voted for Donald Trump. I'm looking at foreign policy. If you can tell me about East Ukraine in 2014, then you can tell me I messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's other people that live in the world. So, but yeah, this is talking about Speaker's Corner. Sarah Garvey. Sarah Garvey, I want you to send me an email. I posted on one of your videos, the recent one that you did, about you're never going out to Speaker's Corner. I'm a Muslim. You know what I mean? That's one thing I want to get out there to folks. I'm a Muslim. I honor my mother and father. It wasn't my choice. My name is David Ali Berry. And that's because my mom and dad wanted me to have the middle name Ali, but they understood the political environment in America. I was born in 1978. I'm definitely old enough to be president, and I know and I understand that everybody that's 12 through 26, don't be mad at me that you didn't find my channel, because I'm completely dedicated to you. Completely. I want y'all to hit me up. You know what I mean? I want y'all to get I want y'all to interact with me, so we can bring in something that Tan said, because he talked about a brave new world, and I understand. I read that in high school, honors English class. Brave New World blew my mind. Blew my mind. I was like, what are they trying to have us read? Talking about elementary school kids naked going to school. And that was written by Aldous Huxley. Who was involved in the eugenicist movement and the Illuminati, the gay Illuminati, because Aldous Huxley was he was had the boy P, he was queer. So, he spoke from a certain political position, the same guys that were pushing feminism, Oh, how do I feel about Tan? I think that Tan, he went too far. Like, he was allowed certain latitude, and he took it too far. He took it too much. He was really reflecting the music that's played here in America. Think of a song like Bobby Shmurda's "Hot Nigga," and then if we listen to the amount of times that song is played, and think about how many times we've heard it. Has Tan said it more times than Bobby Shmurda in your life that you've heard that song? So, I think it's something we need to get over, because we can never allow a word to be a trigger. So I think Tan, he definitely demonstrated the mob mentality. He said, this is what it is, folks. I'm going to put my life on the line. And so I call him a martyr. And I think that he's brave for what he's done. And I'm thinking about the rest of his manifesto, and I'm not going to get caught up on the quote unquote N word. So I think my brother Tan needs to lick his wounds, readdress his strategy, and come back, because he's doing, big things. And I don't think the Muslims should take over the park, but I do understand that Islam is going to take over the world. It just is. I'm going to make sure it does, because it's all about mathematics, 0 through 9 cosmology, zodiac cosmology. And you can look that up. That's documented in the Library of Congress. Yeah, it was. I think the guy was. I don't think he was a Freemason. He was a Moor. Dr. Ben. He has a doctorate in Moorish history. That's important. Sarah Sutton said he wants to diss him and say, this is scholarship, because when you diss Moors, you're dissing your master teacher's scholarship. By default, Sarah Sutton Seti. So, but yeah, I definitely want to get right back to my brother Sarah Garvey and Raj. Raj, he's like I can see he's very respectful man. I want to give him that. Raj, you're a very respectful man. There is zero chance that Islam will take over USA, China, and Russia, maybe other nations. From Sarah Lipa. I hope I said that right, Lipa. Well, I would like to refer you to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, which actually created the opportunity for the United States of America to exist. And it's recognizing that North America is actually called Morocco. It's El Maghrib. It's also called Turtle Island. So Turtle Island. So you can look this up. This all Googleable stuff. So Islam was here before Christianity, and that's just a fact. And so going back to that is going back to our roots. We're not to perceive Islam the way that it's been shown to us, because that's the deception. You have to go inside your own self and apply Islam. And here's the greatest example that you'll ever get from a Muslim. And oh, okay. So when it says to kill something, it's just like when you go into your task manager in your computer and you kill a process. That's it. That's it. You know, the whole thing about kill the infidel, or stuff like that. That's all it is. Infidelity. It's just like electronics. Study some electronics terms, and as you go through the terms, serendipity. And it's just going to happen if you're seeking, the answer. But Raj, you got to get at me too, brother. I'm David the Magic Negro Show, and I'm live this evening. I want to thank the 5 people that are here with me. I want to have an interaction with you. I want to thank you, Sarah Lipa, for getting right out here, and letting me know where you stand politically, because even having the opinion about smoking is part of the federal government's agenda, because they do have an anti-smoking agenda. Raj is a dirty pigeon. Oh, forget Raj. He is a dirty pigeon. Well, I wouldn't say he's a dirty pigeon. I mean, just think about, growing pains and waking up, like when you woke up, and you were kind of coming out of it and accepting certain things and not accepting other things, and respecting, what you may not understand, and why people may believe something you may not have questioned why they believe it yet. So I'm at a point where I question everybody. You know what I mean? Like I don't like, not, it's nothing personal, but I'm just gonna look at your doctrines. I'm gonna look at what you're studying. And I'm gonna be like, okay, well, what do you have to offer? Because I want to eat from you. Because I'm not the type of person. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just like you. Somebody working, trying to get along. We got an education. I heard you, but you don't spread hate. Masked Muslim. No, I don't spread. Why should I spread hate? I don't know how to really respond to that. I don't want to, you to think I'm combative. There's some things. I mean, we should hate. There's this is for Jabari Osazi. A Kemetic proverb: ignorance is evil. Ignorance is evil. Ignorance is evil. So I'm not the one who's responsible for that. The individual is responsible for that. You're responsible for that. But in the scriptures, God hated the fact that Esau gave up his birthright. And so what are you going to remove that? That's, go ahead and try. 5,000 years of history. If humans have been on planet Earth between 200,000 and 300,000 years, and in that time there have been 4,000 religions, why would you follow one and think it's true? Makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, you have to know one thing, that my knowledge, I'm what's called the 4th wave Muslims. from the Nation of Islam. Their roots were in Moorish science. That was Noble Drew Ali and his experience with the Muslims that were coming to the knowledge. Um, I'm the Muslim. I use the Bible. I use the Torah. I use Buddhism. I'm not at all saying that, well, Islam is the only one, but I'm just saying that you cannot reject Allah because Allah is used 678 times in the New Testament, and it provides an experience for the reader or for the audience. So you can't just reject Allah. G235. If you look up G235, you'll see it's a Strong's word. This is surgery, so a lot of people might not be interested in this, but this is surgery. So, because we have to get in right where you are. I have to be right with you, sister. I have to be standing next to you and you're bringing me something. You're saying, brother, I don't comprehend why you would say something like that. And so it's incumbent upon me to give you G235. Yeah, G235. And understand this too, because the languages come from the Rosetta Stone. If you add an H or he, the Hebrew, or take it away, you can still get the same sound from Aleph. If you change the umlaut, which is the symbol over the top of the Hebrew character, that changes the phonetics. So Allah, here's another hint before you look up the description. If you think about a magician, when they say voila, that's adding another letter, waw or vav, the Hebrew character, but at the same time, voila, Allah. As long as it runs during the same channel of consciousness and the stream, you can connect with it, then you're God. Genesis chapter 3, verse 5. Because I know you know evil and I know you know good. It's Viola, you joker. French. Not voila. Well, words change over time, but the definitions basically they stay the same. I use the Bible as a dictionary because it came over here, the Geneva Bible. And if you understand the Geneva Contract, the Mayflower, stuff like that, it's a dictionary. Do you know what a concordance is, Sarah Lipa? Do you know what a concordance is? This is not no war, nothing like that. I'm not dissing you at all. I want to build with you. A concordance. 10 is a POS. I don't want to cuss. I'm going to try not to use foul language, but I want y'all to know that I'm a Navy veteran, 1996 to 2004. So I've heard everything there is to hear, but they say TAN is a POS, a piece of feces. Right? I don't think so. I believe that he's motivated to see something happen because nothing's been happening. There's been a lot of talking, blah, 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 blah. People been bumping their gums and nothing's been happening. I mean, even for me, who am I to judge? I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I've been working and getting my money back up, taking care of my family, literally. So TAN is a dirty rat. I don't think TAN. I wouldn't call him a dirty rat. I'm not here per se to judge an individual, but I'm going to listen to what they're talking about. And politically, Tan's manifesto touches some key regions of the world that have significant political influence, i.e., controlling the media, or they are Islamic nations. Like he talked about, he's from Malaysia, and did you know that Malaysia has an Islamic government? I think that's important. Like, did you know that Malaysia has an Islamic government? Before you, well, yeah, he's Chinese, but he spoke of, his roots, but I mean, at the same time, you know, and they have a kingdom there. I didn't know they had a kingdom, and if these six kings, as he says, because I'm kind of taking it, how as he's saying it, you know. Oh, you didn't answer the other question. Tan is a what? Oh, y'all are in the chat room. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Tan's manifesto was very thorough, and I believe. Okay, so when y'all watch, do y'all watch fights on YouTube? Because I watch a lot of the stuff because I just can't believe how people could be towards each other, and it gives me a reminder. But you see some of the Mexican guys fight, the mestizo guys out there fighting, and they're saying nigga, 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 nigga. What do y'all think about that? The fact that these Mexican guys, these mestizo males and the mestizo females are saying the word nigga. Not good, but they're doing it. So why are you openly rejecting them? Are you going out and saying, hey, you young guys shouldn't use this word? I mean, you can go to any schoolyard, where there's mestizos, second generation, third generation, from Mexico, and you can hear them. I was in the school system for a year as a paraeducator, and at a K through 8, and you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that they would say. And at that time, I was looking at some of those fight videos, and it was nigga, 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 nigga. So Tan was pointing out something, and I think it triggers, and that phenomenon. I'm going to introduce it to you for the first time. Muslim 100, masked Muslim 100, masked Muslim 100. Let's remove the veil. Okay, because that word is a trigger, and that's trigonometry. So what's happening is sacred geometry. You are elevating the word with your bias. How big is Speaker's Corner in USA? Sarah Lipa, I would say that Speaker's Corner, it doesn't get a lot of play. I mean, Speaker's Corner, the videos that I watch, they're getting like 2,000 views, 3,000 views. There was like a BS video, and you are asleep, my friend. Masked Muslim. Well, I'm going to say something right now because you're probably Hymenius. You got a hymen on your mind, brother. And the hymen is double entendre because the Bible is also written in double entendre. That's why it tells you to eat dung and drink piss. And if you take that literally, then something's wrong with you. So you have to understand that that's allegory. That allegory is imagery. It's also double entendre. Yeah, well, I would say tan is more like a virus than a disease. Viruses, right? Once the virus goes through the body, it makes the body stronger. Now, doesn't it? Masked Muslim 100. Have you ever been to the UK, and have you visited SE? No, I've never been to the UK. I've never been to Speaker's Corner, but I want to go. I want to go. I need to go. I need to get there. Personally, building up, my finances. I'm waiting for some money to come in. And as soon as that happens, I already told my wife, I said, we're getting a ticket. I'm attempting to make contacts. I want Sarah Garvey to sponsor me out there. When I speak debates, it's going to be a healthy debate. We're all gonna grow and eat from it, because the ISPUK, I don't like them either. It says, and if you U.S. people don't stand for this, it will close a problem. B, he left, he retired. Okay, well, I want to bring him back from retirement. I'm ambitious. I want to get that brother back, because he was questioned for his name, Sarah Garvey, and if he was inspired by Sarah Sutton Seti, there's nothing wrong with that, because the information is still the same. If the teachers are faulty, that doesn't matter. Stop people worshiping. That's not what it's about. And so the fact that I'm in the United States and y'all are over there, we're still on the same planet Earth. And what affects you, brother, affects me. So if I can have an interaction with Speaker's Corner, and people out here can see it, and I'm effective. You're not arguing with me. You're arguing with the fact that a source exists, a book in a library somewhere exists that you haven't read. I've read. I'm using it as a source, and you have to. You're fighting with something that already exists if you argue with me. So Sarah Lipa, we need some good Muslims like you there. There are a lot of useless ones at the moment. Yes, the reason why, there's a specific reason. Now, please write this down. The word rube, R-U-B-E, 4-letter word. And then the word hubris, R-U-B-R-I-S. And they are rubes with hubris. They basically, you're pulling people kind of out of the Stone Age into a modern environment and expecting them to perform like those of us who were raised, K through 12, all the indoctrination, the TV shows, the movies, and things like that. So they're a bit rambunctious. Yeah, more good Muslims exist out there. They're called Moors, M-O-O-R-S. Spell it backwards. That means we got room, space to address stuff. Sarah, you just hate Islam and Muslims. I can tell. I smell the dirt on you. So Mass Muslim 100. I want to introduce you to a phenomenon that you are now bringing forth, which is called ad hominem. So if you look at the word ad hominem. So you trying to bring in some dirt to throw on Sarah, when Sarah is just asking logical questions, because it's a logical progression that she's following. So don't disrespect logic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect her with your ad hominem. You know what I mean? Ad hominem. Mass Muslim 100, but I'm glad you're still here, brother, because we're all getting education. You're educating me, I'm educating you. The earth flat. There's a map I seen from, I think it was the 1540s, and yeah, it's a flat plane, and there's more that exists outside of it, and that's that infinite universe that they've been talking about, that they were able to create the space program off of. Sarah, that's what I believe. I got your back. Mass Muslim. Hey brother, hey, it's peace, shalom, namaste. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let you jump on Sarah, about liking Muslims or hating Muslims because of people like you. You want to jump on her. You hate this. You hate that. You hate this. How do you know? She hasn't. She just gave me a compliment. Respect. Shallah Allah. Shallah Allah. Allahu Akbar Alhamdulillah, bro. Back off, man. There's been a lot of, stuff thrown at women. They need to get a chance to understand foreign policy without having somebody, throwing them in the kitchen, throwing them in the house, and don't want to give them an education when they ask logical questions. No, not at all. But you're all caps, bro. I don't know. Yeah, we just speaking. Yeah, women have the highest place in Islam. Yeah, we all came out of one. Yeah, you know what I mean? We all came out of a woman. So, I don't hate you. I'm interested in finding a way that we could work together where we can create this world that we all live in. We can make it better. And I know we can do it. Each one of us is a genius waiting to happen. Genius, by the way, means fiend. So you got to fiend after something. Knowledge. That's what you got to do. So, I thank everybody that was in the live stream. If you could, please give me a like. If you're still in the live stream, I started this live stream because I wanted to address Raj. I'm in this live stream. Yes, I am a Muslim. I honor my mother and father. So, yes, I remain a follower of Allah and the Prophet Jesus Christ because that's necessary. And the Injil, we have to understand that the Jewish scholars that translated, what's called the Septuagint, you got to get in it. The only way is through the NIV. Yeah, peace and blessings be upon him. And I would like you to check that word him in the New Testament. It's a G846. G846. Okay? G846. That's a Strong's word. G846. And that's the word autos. It's got an S at the end. Bro, I don't do Bible. Well, you don't do the Bible because now don't take this the wrong way. It's a difficult book to read. I'll just leave it at that. It's a difficult book to read. And many times when I was reading through the scriptures, I was frustrated. But you can't start today. I only believe in one book, and that's the Quran. Yeah, that's understandable. You want to just believe in one book, but doesn't the Quran tell you to study the Injil? Yeah, mass Muslim. Doesn't the Quran tell you that you need to study the Bible? You need to study the scriptures. And if you're not doing that, then that's something that you have yet to do. So if you don't do Bible, you need to do Bible at some point in time. Because I also believe in evolution. It's a Greek lyric. It's like a story. So what are you going to reject a poem? And it came from an older source. So you're going to tell me you're going to reject a poem. I went to a strict Catholic school, but I don't need to read the Bible at all. I don't need to read the Bible all my life. The Bible and the Quran are both mainly nonsense. No, it's quantum physics. And see, quantum physics is kind of like, it's a crack science, which means that they created it for a reason. Okay. And they wanted to study black body radiation. So do y'all know that? Mass Muslim, do you know that the summation of quantum physics was to study black body radiation? Are you familiar with that? I just want to know, are you familiar with that? They wanted to study black body radiation. Guess who that black bodies were? Native American tribes. Native American tribes. Black bodies. It's a play on word. They wanted to study how we interact with each other. Sarah Lipa, sorry if you thought I'm on your case or bullying. Yeah, that was... Okay. Yeah, no, because, hey, listen, I'm going to say that I'm a feminist. Now, there's a reason why. Y'all see, oops, let me go here. Okay, this is the tree of life. Now, from Dayat to Binah, that's called accessing the divine feminine, which is the left side of the tree. And I have Makalesi on YouTube to thank for that, the so-called black woman. The Moorish woman is what I really like to call her. So yeah, so accessing, Dayat to Binah. You know what I mean? Access and Dayat to Binah. That is the divine feminine. So there's scriptures where Isaiah tells the reader to imagine yourself like a pregnant woman. So what does that automatically mean? That doesn't apply to you? But somehow you're supposed to become impregnated with the savior of the world, and you never think about carrying a child? Did you ever think about your wife carrying a child? You know, empathy with prudence is the second rule in my book. This is surgery, folks. This is not spectacle. This is surgery. So it may be a little bit boring, but I'm gonna if you're bored, you're a boring person. But keep interacting with me. Raj, Speaker's Corner, Sarah, Speaker's Corner. Oh yeah, no, we got that higher grade, man. Yo, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it do. That's what it do. Yeah, Sarah Garvey. You can't walk away from Speaker's Corner yet, brother. You can't walk away from Speaker's Corner because you need to sponsor me to come out there. I need a place to stay. Yep. Need a place to stay. I believe in UFO contact. Good for you, but it's not good and it's against your religion. My religion, I mean, I don't understand what you're talking about. You have your religion, what you rely upon, and if you're relying on the hadith or the ahadith, those are what we call extra Quran texts, right? Those are extra Qurans, the hadith and the ahadith. So you can agree that that's not a part of the Quran, right? Yeah, because you have to tame these Muslims because my brothers and sisters have good intentions, but at the same time, don't you judge me because judge not lest thee be judged. Anything that is harmful to you, it's haram. Well, so is ignorance. Ignorance is harmful to you, brother. All ignorance is harmful to me. That's something that you should know about, and you wouldn't know it. And so that means that you can't teach it to your children. And the fact that the government calls us aliens, if you want to go back, they call us aliens. And 1789 Alien Torch Statute. Y'all look this stuff up. I didn't make it up. Box with history. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be fighting with history. Clawing and gnawing and all that stuff. Yep, mind control. Yep. Whatever's mind control. Yep, it's no good. All right, so my breakdown on Raj is I believe that Raj is well intentioned. He's like what you would call a baby in the word, not to be disrespectful, but he's just learning things like that. He's just learning conspiracy theories. He's rejecting some things. He comes from a history. There's social ramifications for maybe certain behaviors that he would exhibit from his circle. So he's careful about that, but he's still exploring. He needs more information. And that's what I'm here for. Salam, bro, are you coming to Speaker's Corner? Yes, I want to be at the Speaker's Corner. Raj is a snake and dirty scum. Well, they're ad hominem, man. What about his character are you displeased with? Be specific. Because ad hominem ain't cracking. And if you think ad hominem is me misspeaking the word, you got to look at the spelling. Because it's phonetics, brother. Ad hominem. You can't ad hominem. Say he's scum. Nah, they ain't going to work here. Not on David the Magic Negro show. Nah. No ad hominem. I'll slip up from times. But at the same time, remember, I'll be an accurate judge. Because I'm here for a reason. I was born for a reason. I'm a filthy rag. So, just like Jesus said, there's nothing good in me, except for this word. I got that word for anybody. So if any of y'all who's questioned Him, your breakdown of Raj is accurate. I don't think he's a reject. He's drawing all men right now, so there must be something about him. And that's what we need to focus on, and what's good about the people, as opposed to what we don't like about them. Because remember, we have a common enemy. We have a common enemy, ladies and gentlemen, and we have to keep our focus on that. And our problems with each other it's just discord. It's not war. It's just discord. That's it. Let's see. Do you think Tan was a undercover agent? Manny Shitter. I was thinking about that, man. I was thinking about that because, yeah, I'm gonna come out and say it. China, they're not stupid. Chinese men and women are not stupid. They understand history. There was the Chinese Exclusion Act. They were putting them out of here too. Tan wants to shake people into waking up. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I definitely recognize that he wanted to do that. I just wish that I could have made contact with Tan and he could have had me out there, because I'm gonna be kryptonite to them brothers, because I'm dealing with scriptures totally. And there's no way that they could have got away with throwing him out of there with me being there. Because I want to let y'all know too that I'm 6'4", 200 pounds, solid. I'm a mover. I drive for a moving company, so I'm like really strong. So I have a presence, but it's not about that. It's about the scriptures. Oh, it does matter. Hey, ask women, does size matter? You know how men are. Mass Muslim 100. You know how men are. Oh yeah, me versus Jedi MMA fight. Hey, have you ever looked up the definition of karate? Did you know that it had to do with something that happened in the mind first? So when Tan challenged the Pope to an MMA fight, that's when I was thinking he was an agent. Because I was like, if those guys were going to throw in some language, it would be at that moment. Because somebody would be thinking that he was talking about causing physical harm to the Pope, when he may be addressing the Pope's motu proprios, you know what I mean? That he started releasing in July of 2013. Are y'all familiar with the Pope's motu proprios? Because I'm not coming from a position where I don't have knowledge. I have knowledge, very few opinions. No, road. Well said. Yeah, and the one thing with Jedi is that Jedi is allowed to exist just like gang. Because I see gang is like any other gang. They're counterculture. Okay, say you have Speaker's Corner, which was developing and blossoming into a certain type of culture, and y'all were depending on Black News 102 coming through with some breakthroughs. We were all depending on them. So that's how the back and forth, it goes across the pond, as we say. The pigskins getting tossed across the pond. Islam is growing, and there is nothing anyone can do to stop it. Run for the hills, the book of Daniel. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the name Daniel all across the whole world. That already happened. And people are talking about heading for the hills. And, Islam just exists in a place in history where it's immovable. You can't move it. I can move the dinosaur story way faster than you can ever try to remove Islam. So I agree with you. Muslim is coming, so Islam is coming. So people don't necessarily run from it, because run towards it. Rightly divide the word of truth. Islam, ISLAM. Take the IS and the LAM and split it up, and look up the word lamb. You might want to add a letter, LOAM, and you have loam. And loam deals with land. It deals with your mind. You know, I'm talking about like an island, Islam Island, Islam Island. What's this right here? Bigger, better. Are you a perennial, David? Perennial? I don't understand the question. Millennial? No, no. I just turned 40 on August 25th. Matter of fact, I have the same birthday as David Rockefeller, or not David Rockefeller. David the Rothschild. We're born on the same day, 1:12 a.m. Me. Yep. So I even understand that freak show. Absolutely. But so far as Sarah, his he got cut off by the ISP UK. You know what I mean, straight up, and because them brothers aren't honest. You should debate Uncle Uncle Ty. Yeah, no, I can Uncle Ty, the softball master. I got a chance to see him a little bit. He's a softball guy, but at the same time, we're all brothers and sisters. Sarah Lippa, I'm gonna join on the last day of my life and do good for that one day so I can sneak into heaven. I'm gonna let you know one thing right now. Heaven is a state of mind. If you look up Shamayim, it says the celestial bodies as they revolve in the ether. The celestial bodies are your thoughts and your ability to think about all these different modes of thinking at the same time. That is heaven. So you don't have to sneak in heaven. Heaven is yours, Sarah. Heaven is yours. You don't have to go to a Kirk. That's the proper way to say it. But folks, I got to end this live stream. My wife is calling me. And but please stay tuned. I'm going to have another live stream tomorrow. At 6 o'clock, I want to debate. Brother. I have some pop up. But yeah, I want to debate. You don't know when is your last day, so you might just miss it. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody knows who the last day is, so you're going to live in fear of going home. I mean, that's a horrible way to live. Horrible way to live. I can't wait to go home. I mean, that's why I'm here right now, because I know one person is going to be changed, and that's all Allah requires. So I want to say, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Inshallah, Allah. Sending it up there. Namaste to everybody. Thanks for participating. Sarah Lippa, please be looking out for my next live stream. I'm going to do this tomorrow at 6 p.m. With Brother Sanchez or without him. I'm here for the people, ages 12 through 26. I got a book called The Science of Fiction Dialectic. You can find it on Amazon. That's not who I want you to go to. I want you to go directly through me. yesusministries@gmail.com. Please everybody that's in here, please give me some likes. Please comment below. I'm going to be responding to these. So Raj, I'm calling you out. Sarah Garvey, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you guys to the carpet, to the tar pit. Let's do this. Peace.